And we're back. It's been 5 years since Sid died. Joshua saved us. We found out that thing was Ultima. And now Hugo, aka Titan, is looking for Sid. Sid's dead, but we're acting as Sid in his stead. And Clive is now a Giga Chad. And this is what the hideaway looks like now. So, let's find out what happens next.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
Welcome back, Sid. Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosnes. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time? Clive. Is everything all right?
All operations are suspended until further notice.
Yes, Captain.
I'll let the others know. Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. And not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Alright, we got some updated lore. The Hideaway. Established under the leadership of Clive Rosfield, who took on the title of Cid after his former leader's passing, and Titan's destruction of the old Hideaway, your community of like-minded individuals from across the realm has gathered to build a place where people can live and die on their own terms, like its predecessor. It is built within fallen ruins, deep within the deadlands of Central Storm. Decidedly unlike its predecessor, however, it is located in the center of a lake, Benamir, across whose waters any invading enemy can easily be spotted long before their arrival. Clive Rosfield. After Cid fell and his hideaway was reduced to rubble at the hands of Hugo Kupka, Clive took on both his predecessor's name and role, becoming the second Cid, the outlaw, and leader of the re-established resistance. Together with the other survivors and their new recruits, he continues Cid's mission to emancipate bearers and rid the realm of Mother Crystals. Otto. Chief Steward of Clive's Hideaway, Otto continues to serve the same role he did under Cid, being the primary reason in charge of all monies and information coming into and going out of the Hideaway. Who's this? Vivian?
I trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Oh, some exposition. What happened in the last 5 years?
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
Alright.
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather.
Vivian Ninetails. A scholar and strategist who makes her home in the Hideaway, analyzing every shed of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divine the dispositions of the realm's armies and those who lead them. She offers her insight to Clive, and he might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker Ninetails, of which herself is fond, was gifted by her fellow scholars in recognition of her ability to speak at length on almost any subject.
Over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Talk to Vivian again.
Ah, my favorite pupil.
Ask about Vivian.
One would think.
My role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge, that of matters, military and political, both past and present, that it might illuminate your way ahead. For it is the only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way toward a brighter future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of great nations and those who rule them. And of course, to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the storied Ninetails as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice. Ask about coming to the Hideaway.
I admit,
when I took up my professor's bonnet and began teaching at the University of Canver, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Sid the outlaw among my pupils, but nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life, and we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is wont to uncover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure remained hidden. Were it not for you, our mutual friend, having come to the rescue, my curiosity would likely proved fatal. But instead, I was not only saved, but granted a new lease of life as personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no less.
A far more reputable fellowship.
Than anything in the academic world, I assure you. As about the Crystalline Dominion.
My beloved homeland.
The crossroad of Valisthea, where one has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its land even now remains untouched by the blight. It is a blessed country indeed.
Or at least, it was.
Until Sam Breck elected to invade and establish a new holy capital upon Twinside, heretofore neutral shores. It pains to see the land I love so change, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew that Emperor Sylvester had designs on the Emperor Sylvester had designs on the Dominion, but to abandon Oriflamme, seat of the Holy Empire, since its inception seemed too audacious a move even for him.
How may I help you today?
Save the realm. Speaking with Vivian in the Hideout's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current and goings on in Valisthea, revisit any of the Ninetales' past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit.
I have the
Grand
details
cast.
here.
Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationships in Final Fantasy XVI that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Okay. So this is when, towards the beginning of the game, shield to Joshua, Dad was still alive, Annabella, Rodney Murdoch, Sir Tyler, Sir Wade, warned to serve. We went to the marshes to deal with those goblins. We went to Phoenix Gate. Clive fought alongside with Rodney. Joshua and Dad were assassinated. Annabella assassinates Elvin Rossfield. That's what happened, right? Joshua sees a mysterious stranger. Okay. Annabella becomes part of the Holy Empire of Sambrek. We get mother and son. We work for them alongside Tiamat. And our goal was to assassinate, to kill Jill, but instead we save her. We battled, and we had to fight and kill Tiamat. Here, Clive does not know that Sir Tyler, Sir Wade, or Rodney Murdoch are dead. Titan, also known as Hugo Kupka, fights with Shiva's dominant at the beginning. Benedicta manipulates Hugo. And this is the kingdom of Walud. Master and servant. Breaks trust with the Republican Prime Minister of the Almeccan Republic. We saw that at the beginning of the game. And they were talking. We got reunited with Torgal, allied with Sid, and we met all his allies. Sid's hideaway. We're chasing the mysterious stranger. We encounter Benedicta. She thinks we're part of the Holy Empire Sanbreque. Holy Empire Sanbreque and Waloed are at war. She thinks we're an Imperial because we were a bearer for the Holy Empire Sanbreque and we were in the same uniform. So start fighting her. Jill is sleeping at this moment. We see, but the player learns about Margaret, who is also the mysterious stranger. We start fighting Benedicta. Yep, there's fighting Benedicta. Yurida's rage. Oh yeah, Gav starts tracking down the dominant of fire, aka Margaret, aka Joshua, when we find out later. Traveling with the attendant to Margaret. We haven't met her yet. We kill Benedicta. Odin and Dion, aka Bahamut, go into war at that battlefield. Icon battle. We saw that in a little cutscene. Benedict is dead. Still tracking down the dominant fire. Jill finally wakes up. We reunite with her. We travel together to Phoenix Gate. We bring Torgal. We get there. On our way there, we meet Martha, who is Rodney. Or sorry, not. Oh, well, sorry. We meet Martha at the village in Eastpool. No, it wasn't Eastpool. Okay, but we meet Hannah, which is wife of Rodney. We find out that Rodney actually died. Well, Clive does. We knew that he passed away already. Oh, we find out that Annabella attacks Eastpool, kills Hannah. Hannah's dead. We also find out that Annabella married to Sylvester's. And Sylvester wanted to take over the Crystalline Dominion, which is like a neutral state. Takes it over. Hugo finds out that Benedict is dead. He's mad, wants to kill Sid. He attacks the hideaway, destroys it, kills people. We find out that we find out that Joshua's alive. We also learn that mysterious being Ultima is trying to take our power. Joshua seals Ultima away. And then time skip. 5 years later. We become the second Cid. Cid is gone. We're trying to avenge Cid. Trying to probably kill Ultima. We saw Joshua, but I don't know if where Clive is with that. Hugo is hunting Cid, but we are now the new Cid. So, and we are allies with Victor. Some new people. We met Victor at the Dalmatian Republic. He's our insider. And yeah.
Study it well, Clive.
Situation map. Here you can view the detailed overview of current and past events relevant to Clive's history that updates you as you progress through the main scenario. So this is the world map. So this is the beginning. Grand Duchy of Rosaria. This is when we killed those goblins. We went to Phoenix Gate. A lot of the Holy Empire of Sandberg attacked Phoenix Gate. Joshua dies, blah blah blah. Sandberg takes over Rosaria and occupies it. Moving forward in time, we are now a bearer for the Holy Empire with our little crew. There's a war between the Iron Kingdom and the Dalmatian Republic. We're looking for Dominant Fire. Keeps going. We run into Benedicta. We start fighting her. Well, we fight her. We kill her. Yep. And this is just like our journey. We went to Oriflamme eventually. Later on. To destroy the Mother Crystal at the Holy Empire Sandberg, their capital. At the same time that was happening, the Crystal Dominion was being taken over by the Holy Empire Sandberg. It was a neutral state. And now we're present day. And we were just at the Dalmatian Republic. Cool.
The state of the realm is ever changing, Clive.
New board. Alright, Kubo.
Have you finished sorting those reports yet?
Finished? I ain't started. Been busy enough with my own work.
Hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rotten pier. Of Sid's return the faithful sing across the blighted mere.
I love bards. The red taste them. Blackthorn's still around.
What'd you need?
Let's go about the highway.
Things here ain't too bad.
I suppose I've got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, an apprentice that knows his hammer from God. And the furnace is alright thanks to the old Sid bellows. The gods only know how to keep the coals hot enough out here on the mere without him. Not with bloody crystals, that's for sure. No, I reckon that you won't find a forge like this one anywhere else in the Twins. I count myself lucky to work on it. Thanks for keeping me on. You need anything? Give us a shout. Ask about the 5 years. Last 5 years.
You've forgotten already? Because I haven't.
It was a right pain in the ass to getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we were in. Not that it was anything new for those of us who put the old hideaway together. Still, that don't mean I intend to do it again.
So, will it be?
Evan Bolt. Yes.
No scratches, right? Anything else?
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is. The secret's in the bellows, you know. They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
Okay.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have Blackthorn make me a new one.
Is it
Okay.
business or pleasure?
How's about the hideaway?
Well, you won't hear me complaining.
Even roomier than the old one was. Got my own stores, got my little counter. Thanks to you, a lot fighting the good fight. Plenty of demand from you.
The only drawback.
Constant bloody racket. If it's not Dories and Otto barking their orders, it's Blackthorn and Bardolph banging away day and night.
Still,
If a pain in the ear holds the price I have to pay to be the Sid, the outlaw's partner in crime, I'd say I've got myself a bargain. That's about the last 5 years. Has it really been 5 years since we left the old place? How time
I
flies.
remember it like it was yesterday.
We were all waiting to treat Sid to a hero's welcome when Kupka's lot turned up. Not that we knew it was them, they just poured in like a plague of rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere there was, and a voice crying out for Sid to save us in the midst of it all. I'll never forget those cries, try as I might.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Thanks. Promise me you won't let anything like that happen again. Promise me that come what may, Sid will save us.
Go on then.
What a nice lady. Let's see, what is this? Automatically charges magic spells and maintains. Purchase magic spells and maintains its charge until cat. Oh. Recently taking damage. Oh, we don't want to do that. Might be useful. What else? He's killed by 35%. Note the wages of work increase ability points earned in normal encounters.
Finished, are you?
Have we any...
Welcome back, Sid. How am I getting on? Ah, about as well as you'd expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws in the middle of the Deadlands. And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew this side of Stone here, even if it is mostly just yesterday's leavings. Don't tell her you heard that from me, though.
No drinking right now.
Don't be a stranger, Sid.
James said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible.
Feels like an airship.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Let's go rest up.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
They carved the brand out of their cheek. Jeez.
All right. I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the Tavern Crown.
Reports, letters, and other missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make sure to make it a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. Republic's plight. Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing. I reckon I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. That's Gav.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
Oh, they knew.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima.
Oh, thank God. Knew.
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
Oh my God. Meanwhile, that's Joshua.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Oh no, Martha's missing. The Gathering Storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
Something has happened to Martha. We need to speak with Otto.
No. We like Martha.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Find the curse breakers. That quest over there, let's pick that up really quick.
Finish with that log so we can call
Come
it
back,
a morning.
Sid.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Chalk and ball.
Never been to Curltail Falls myself. Never seen a curl for that matter. Not that I want to. I heard they'll tear a man from cock to crown soon as look at him.
This will go here. Girl Fall. Yeah, let's finish the side quest. Foggy.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth. It's over! I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this.
Well, that was easy. Your abilities really quick. We have a bunch of points. Oh, I like that.
Time to head home.
Okay. Turn the segments. Quiet. Turn it in.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
You're welcome. Oh, what is that? New 10 of something? What is that? That currency. Huh. Story time.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
I'm sorry, Sid. We were too late. The Imperials have already left.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. The boys from the garrison might still be nearby.
Let's get you to a physica, shall we?
I'm sorry. I think I twisted something.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Alright. Make for Glademon Abbey. Pursue the
Cole
garrison
is
soldiers.
right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
On there.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Anything catch your eye?
That all, is it?
Oi, look sharp!
Hey? What?
Good to see you, Sid. The soldiers who did this are long gone, I'm afraid. We're doing what we can to treat the wounded.
If those Ursons touch an hair on Martha's head, I'll kill them all myself.
Look. Up ahead. Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials.
Oh.
Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in this area, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far. Even for the Empire. Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
No.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished.
Black Shield.
Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Oh my god. Dude, Ramu's magic is hella strong. Damn.
Is that all of them?
I think so. I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Let me organize my icons really quick. I want to put Ramu there. Here.
The abbot.
No.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we
Save her. Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid. And tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Oh boy. Who are these Black Shields? An order of knights instituted by Empress Annabella in one of her first acts as vicereine of the newly established imperial province of Rosaria. They are tasked with purging the impurities from the province, which in practice primarily involves slaying bearers upon the slightest pretext. Cole, second in command of the Cursebreakers, who assist with the coordination of their troops' bearer liberating activities under the supervision of his captain, Doris, formerly a slave soldier for the Fist of the Republic before being freed and taken in by those he now calls his brothers in arms. My man. Oh, put these put them to rest. Fireman. Oh, it's a hunt. Alright, alright. Bounty. Notorious marks. Every now and then Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating the notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear and upgrade existing items. Oh, hell yeah.
Do you think it's spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
Nice try.
Oh. Tough one.
You didn't see that coming. That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Fast travel.
We've been speaking with the Blood X's.
We are for now, I reckon.
We'll return to the hideaway as soon as we've finished our ministrations.
Martha. Oh, thank God you're good.
No one survived then.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Before he passed,
that was pretty
one of them
bad.
bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumours started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
Unpicking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers. Those poor souls died to give me a chance to save others. I won't let their sacrifice be in vain.
If you don't mind, Sid, I'd like to stay here with Martha. Just until she finds someone to guard the rest, that is.
That's cool with me.
Martha's a stout soul, all right. Anyone else would be out cold after what she's been through. Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
Oi! You there! Don't just pass me by! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Okay.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Will do. Why is this one a plus sign? Does that mean it unlocks something new?
White Hart is the pride of Rosaria. You mustn't let those bastards live.
I wonder. Well, we'll find out, I guess. Maybe we'll be able to finally get a mount?
White Hart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
White Hart. I've had a white chocobo before. Ambrosia? What was her name? Yeah, white feather.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind.
Yeah.
Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight. They're in trouble.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you. Nice try.
Farewell.
You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar.
Was that Ambrosia?
Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are. Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed.
The eye
do I owe
patch.
you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old White Hart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, White Hart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
That was me.
Must have been my double.
Oh.
Must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me.
I love the
Silly sod
reference.
that I am.
I love how he
Pay me
remembers.
no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
Had I not done that side quest, I probably would have not gotten that dialogue option or that dialogue.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Chocobo unlocked. Ooh, okay. After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Hold R3 while in the field to summon Ambrosia, and X to mount the Chocobo. Oh my god, the music too! Look! Jill has one too. And Torgal just runs with us, I guess. Makes sense.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Look, it can jump too.
Boy.
Oh my god, he can attack too. Look. Oh my god, it's kind of silly, but cool. Oh, we can fly a little bit. Look. The chicken can fly.
Back to the stables, Carl.
Oh, and she just disappears.
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
Because we're here in a little town. Can't summon a chocobo, just like 14 amount. All right, I think it's time to go back. What ability points do we have here?
They've killed my bearer. I demand recompense.
Alright, let's head back. Gav is waiting for us.
Where's Gav?
Gav should be back by now.
Gav, our man.
Clive!
Minus one eye.
Missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for?
Okay, here we go. The Seven High Houses, Rosaria. The highest noble houses of Old Rosaria, of which House Rosfield is the first and foremost. They have their roots in the ruling dynasties of the small independent nations that were united upon the founding of the duchy. The houses had a prominent voices in ducal politics, but this was silenced when the region fell to the empire and Empress Annabella took Rosaria's reign. The Crystalline Impasse. Conflict fought between the Holy Empire of Sambrek and the Republic of Dalmekia in the year 878, largely concerning control of the Crystalline Dominion. Damn, everyone wants a Crystalline Dominion, huh? The Dominion had previously been the subject of non-aggression pact between Valestian nations, but in 873 the Empire claimed Twinside for its new capital, an act which eventually spurred the Dalmecs into military action. Man. You know, the Iron Kingdom, that is where Drake's Breath is located. It's all the way to the west. The same religion decrees use the magic of anathema, and the bears and dominants who use it to be sinful aberrations, leading to even greater discrimination than suffered by the brethren on the mainland, given their stated desire to control all of the mothers. Okay. The Ironblood's attitude to other nations is one of indelible antagonism. Drake's Breath, one of Valestia's 5 remaining mother crystals, located on the volcanic isle known as the Ironblood, as Bane Lodlad. Weird name. In the seas between Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom, though its occupation can historically be traced to the Duchy. Control of the crystal was recently wrested from Rosaria's grasp by the Crusade following a series of bitter conflicts. So we've always been in war with the Iron Kingdom, though the people of... Yep, we knew that from the beginning of the game. Though the people of Valestia rely on the crystals mined from these mountains in their everyday lives, flock to the ether-rich lands. Rather than in pursuit of the blessing, Sid posits that is in fact the mother crystals and their ability to draw ether from the earth. The reason of the Deadlands advance, yeah, we knew that. Few who learned the truth hunted down by those in position of power, those whose power rests on their control of this crucial resource.
Hey? Huh?
Time to hit up Uncle. We didn't know he had an uncle until now. Otto's counter is now open. New facilities. Following hideaway facilities are now available. Alliant reports, the Patron's Whisper, the Hunt Board. All 3 are located near Otto and the Mess. Cool. Hunts. Well, we've been getting this special currency. Let's see what we can spend.
What are we waiting for,
Spend it on?
indeed?
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Side quest up there. I think we're gonna go pick that up. Any other side quests lying around? Okay, well, kind of locked out right now.
That room's as ragged as...
So Martha's all right.
Doesn't sound like anywhere is safe.
How are you doing?
Alliant reports.
Anything catch your eye?
No available quests right now. Desiree?
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally.
Sure.
Would you like to see if we have any?
The Patron's Whisper. Completing cycles will
Your benefactors
earn
are a
Clive
generous
renown,
lot.
inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Ooh, okay. Oh, ability points. Don't mind if I do. Berserker's Reign. I want to see what that is. Rating of 85. I see, you just get it.
You earned this.
That's nice. Really nice.
Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Well, more AP now. Anything we can buy with 1,000? We can master an ability, I guess. We'll just put it here for now. And put the extra 500. Put it here for now. Nectar. Hi, there you are, Kupo. I've been looking all over for you. The matter is this, Kupo?
What's the matter, Nectar?
Hunt board.
The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
That's why I need your help. As a reminder, Kupo, I'm the mightiest of all Mughals. No fiend or forest or ghoul, and Green's word can measure something something. So I need to slay them all, Kupo. Right, Kupo.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can.
Thank you, Kupo. It's good to have found someone who understands me, Kupo. I'll stay here then and keep an eye on all the billets that get posted on the board. If there's anything you need to know, Kupo, I'm here. Okay. Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted to the hunt board in hopes that fearless heroes such as Clive will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the notorious marks. Okay, well, we took one out already. Angel of Death? That sounds scary. Broken Hilt. Player View, Sambrek. Okay, well, I think we're gonna stop there for now. I might continue this later, so we shall see. But I think we got through. It's like been like 2 hours already. So our next objective is to, I guess, continue towards Drake's Breath, which is like all the way over here, I believe. Yep. This is the Iron Kingdom. Then I'm obviously gonna do this side quest first before we go. So, but anyway, until then.